Hey folks, it's Kerry with 401k Dexter's here. Thought I would jump on this morning and shoot a quick video as I'm coming back from dropping the dogs off at the kennel. We are about to head out of town on a quick vacation mini trip to Lincoln, Nebraska. Kind of celebrating our anniversary, but the main purpose of the trip is to put silk flowers on my mother-in-law and father-in-law's grave. They both went to high school in Lincoln, Nebraska. They met and then later married. My wife graduated high school from Lincoln High. I think it was East High. So anybody out there from Lincoln that knows East High, shout out. But I was on my way to drop the dogs off at the kennel and had just left the house, probably about 5 miles down the road, when I passed a pickup truck in the right-hand side, in the right lane, and I recognized the guy as a technical writer that I used to work with at L3 Harris Corporation. David was a nice guy, a little quirky, but his quirkiness ended up being that he was a stickler for details. So when you would send him off to write content about a particular new system or unit that was being installed on the airplanes, he would dig down, chase rabbit down holes and, really dig into the details. And because of that, put really good content for users on the page. But David was a big fan of my early writing when I started writing my novel that I just finished. Update on the book. I sent it off to the editor. She turned around and said, here are a few things that you might want to look at. Go back and scrub it and go through it. Look for some particular keywords. See if you can't rewrite some sections where those words are used too often. So I did that and sent it back to her. And now we are working on cover art. She's going to do a final edit, and then we will publish it and get it out there digitally as well as hard copy. So I'll let you guys know how that progresses. But anyway, back to talking about David. When I first started writing, he found out that I was writing a historical fiction novel, and was interested in it. So as I would finish a few chapters, I would send those chapters to David, and he really got hooked on the book and the characters and was really interested, and he provided really good feedback to me and compliments, which kind of stroked my ego and encouraged me to keep going. So I want to give a shout out to David for being that listening ear and the cheerleader for me to help me finish my book and get it out there. But Dave was on his way into work. And I remember 2 years ago, about this same time, I was that guy sitting in the pickup truck, driving into work, wondering what it was like to be retired. Well, David had reached out to me recently and said that he was planning on retiring. So when I saw him driving down the road, I rolled down the window and said, "Hey, how's it going?" He shouted back, "Hey, I was just thinking about you." I said, "How many days till retirement?" He said, 57 days, working days, till I pull the plug. So I told him congratulations. The light turned green and we headed on our way. But I remember being David at 57 days to retirement and having thoughts about what it would be like, what it would look like, what it would feel like. And for those of you that are approaching and not quite retired, let me just tell you, it feels wonderful. The worries that I had, the trepidation of what is it going to feel like not to be able to get up and go into work. What's it going to feel like Sunday evening not to have to start thinking about work, what's on your plate, what your to-do list look like, what's on your schedule, what things you need to accomplish. Now all of that is dropped to the wayside, and I can concentrate on what Linda and I want to do and the things that we want to plan and the places that we want to go. So for those of you worried about what retirement will feel like, let me reassure you that it feels wonderful. The stress from work and having a job and having a schedule and due dates has vanished. I really can't think of any stress in our lives at this point, which is a huge bonus, both health-wise, for for mental health as well as physical health. We enjoy each other's time. We also have private time. For instance, I'll get up in the morning, feed the dogs, put them back to sleep, and then sit at the computer and work on my next book. Linda has free time when I might be out taking care of the neighbor's horses or messing around in the yard, mowing the yard. But a lot of our time is spent together, which, we cherish that. So many times, when you're working, you don't see your spouse possibly upwards of 10 hours a day. And now, there's only, maybe an hour if I'm running over to the kid's house or if she's running an errand with our daughter, that we're apart. So, we're really connecting more and talking more. We're, in each other's face. So you have to, be comfortable with your spouse and know that that's going to be a change for you in retirement, as you're going to spend more time together. So we're going to enjoy this trip up to Lincoln together. It's road trip time. We always enjoy those. Going to enjoy our anniversary, which is tomorrow, and spend the night in the hotel that we spent the night after our wedding day. So looking forward to that. But passing David kind of made me think about what it was like to be in the working world and have that crappy old job, as Josh Scanlon's so good at saying. But that's all gone. No more crappy old job. Enjoying retirement. 401k Dexters out.